Yo, what's popping? We are back again. Kamana Mupiri jokes, Bongo Swaga jokes. I'm not related to City Jakes. Mr. House, Mr. Kanjani Brew, and I've got my lovely co-host Ubongane. And welcome to Next Music Verse.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Wani, the producer of Inkabi, a risk taker, a believer of a successful nation, a chima by night, a chima by day.
Next music verse.
My boy, good to see you once more.
Once more. How are we doing this, Baba?
Chapter 1, verse 2.
Verse 2, so again, hallelujah.
By the way, guys, we'd like to give you guys a big thank you for myself and Bongane for tuning in to the first episode. We really enjoyed your guys' engagement. Make sure that you click the link and you share it on your status, you share it on your Facebook, because it's kind of like side too. So man, must engage in the next music verse. But without any further more to do, we've got some interesting stuff that we talk about.
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, one thing I want to mention is the Metrofm Awards coming up, and the submission are closing on the 28th. I know it's a bit of a controversial one, but yeah, we'll get into it a bit later.
Metrofm Awards.
Yes, I'm excited about it.
Like Unyaga is already on a roll already. Like we just arrived.
Baba, the thing is, that's the interesting thing about the Metrofm Awards. They always happen like when everything is dying down and when we need to end off the music journey, because yes, we've built it up from December, but now we're cooling down. So we need to end whatever category that we were diving into and get into the next big thing. On the 29th April, on the
29th of April, the awards are on, and he also said,
and they are not happening in KwaZulu-Natal, they are happening in Bombela. So we'll see, the people in Devon that have been saying, hey, awards are the people in Mpumalanga going to buy awards?
We're changing provinces, we're changing the vibe, we have to change the room. Einstein said insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different results. And so we're not going to do the same thing this year. What we're going to do this year, we are going to Bombela. And he also mentioned, you could see people can already start submitting their music, right?
Yeah, if you haven't submitted your music, you can still submit. And the nice thing about the Metrofm Awards is that the closing date is on the 28th of February. So if you haven't submitted yet on this genre, you can still do music now and then submit it already on the 28th. So we can still make an EP now and then see something.
We just arrived. This man, I'm just yazzing my anyway. I've got other news for you. I've got great news for you and for our viewers at home. For those who don't know, our favorite group that gave us Giga, that gave us these streets, after 3 years of just dryness, lami, I can't do it, gents. But I hear
cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah. Cooking in the kitchen. I smell something, Jay.
And he's actually like opening up his restaurant recently in Black Break, Zan'Ten too. 3 levels, Baba. He's doing it all.
3 levels, 3 years later, the guys are giving us music. They communicated with us through their social media, as you would see. We'll be hearing from Mikasa this year, so I'm super excited about that. That's what's happening in music. Another thing I want to mention, by the way, just RIP to AKA, but on the flip side of the coin, his song is doing #1. Already #1, and the whole album is not even dropped.
That song.
So I mean, I'm definitely happy about that. And then lastly, I saw, because people were going crazy, would say, hey, why is Murder not saying anything? But he did eventually pay a tribute to AKA.
People like this though?
I don't know, man. I think it was something that we needed to see for the game, even though he had his reasons why he hadn't done it. But it's not forced abantu to send my condolences, guys. Please.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm so glad that in music there's peace. And also quite something interesting. I saw Casper was busy bowling with the NBA as a Ngimbone.
Hey, when I go, no, but somebody said, they're doing the things on the US side.
When you coming back?
Everything's been rolling, now Kelly rolling. The next thing we'll see
Beyonce
and Rihanna, no Beyonce.
It's pretty optimistic.
She must not also be pregnant. She must not also be pregnant.
Hey,
Rihanna, listen, there's something in the US that's like making people hot in the oven.
We need to go to the US, dog. We need to go to the US
and become pregnant. I never.
To become pregnant. Not we want wrong faga. But yeah, before we get into the crust of things, please make sure you stream that song Company, because it's doing really well. We're doing this for the Megacy, we're doing it for the Legacy, and just to touch shortly on what was happening at the funeral, we saw some very sad scenes, but it's good that I think he got the send-off that he deserved as our king of hip-hop. In SA, I think in SA rap he did the most. I only found out actually that he produced almost most of his songs, like 80% of the songs he produced themselves. So we can say that he is literally, and he went out as being one of the top rappers to come out of South Africa. And I feel like because of that, this page deserves a subscribe and a like and a comment.
Please.
Let's go.
I love that. So let's get into the music of the week.
Music.
So if we're talking about music of the week, we're gonna talk about song of the week, music video of the week, album of the week, and and then we'll choose our best ones.
Choose our best one.
Try.
People drop.
People drop. That's the thing. That's what I mean. I like it when people drop.
Yeah.
I like it when, because it's like now you guys get to find out who actually dropped, because most of these artists don't have the platform.
You just never know.
Yeah, and then we actually give them the platform to actually, like, if that's why we're asking people to send us their music if they want us to review the music. So if 100%. People want to drop their music, please guys, on the link below, please just click on that link and then just follow the details, and then we'll tell you on how to submit your music. So yeah, let's get into song of the week.
Song of the week. I only know one, so let's give me the list of who dropped this week, and I'll tell you if I heard the song or not.
Nominees for song of the week are Tyler, I See You, featuring Khanyisa, Tunelo ZA, and then Tyronedee. I've never actually heard this name, Tyronedee.
No, maybe he's
but that's a cool name.
New cats in the game, maybe.
The song is called Ngimoja. I love the song.
Because Khanyisa was out here doing the most on TikTok, but carry on.
Number 2, AKA, featuring KDDO Company. Number 3, we've got Loyiso with Run.
Run.
Listen. And we've got Sketchy Bongo. Oh, guys, Sketchy Bongo. It's called We Made It. And then we've got Uspo featuring Gigi, Lamayne, Ungowami. We've got Kilimanjaro.
Okay,
we'll come into it. So here's an interesting about Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro, I went to the actual copyright of it. It features Pcee, Sketchy, Disciples, Zan'Ten. However, on the title of the song, it says Justin and Nine, Mema _% and Mr. JazziQ. It's always interesting on how people title the songs. I never know who has the actual copyright on the song.
Impact. I pretty much, you must always watch the song credits to know who's in the song. Because sometimes you might know the face or the person who sings the chorus, then you completely forgot about the guy who actually DJ'd the song. So I think it's good to give these people a big shout out, because your contribution to the music needs to be known and obviously documented really well.
Yeah. The last one is Felo featuring Mellow and Sleazy, Midnight Prayer. There was something funny happening there. Mellow and Sleazy released the track, and then it went offline. Like something happened, and I was
like, the same song?
No, this is not the same song. A different song.
Jensen Berita.
So I started uploading, and I was like, what's happening? And it sounded like a cool song.
Yeah, well, but I mean, there's cool songs on our list. You wanna talk about which one you're gonna rate?
Baba. I wanna start off with maybe let's start off with Sketchy Bongo. I haven't seen Sketchy Bongo in a long time.
Well, I kind of know where he is.
Where is he? I know, like
Mandam is living in Dubai. Mandam is having a best life. Like, do you actually know he produced that song?
You actually showed me Sketchy Bongo the other day.
I showed you him, but you didn't know. Yeah, Sketchy Bongo.
Sketchy Bongo wears a mask.
Yeah, a green mask.
I didn't know that Sketchy Bongo wears a green mask, guys.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I felt so bad.
It does.
And Sketchy Bongo was a girl, guys. Yo.
My co-host, guys, like, what's going on here? No, I'm sure he thinks Mzegezege is Katasimania, I'm sure. Is that what you're thinking, one?
No, I
can't confirm that one. But I listened to I see what I did there. I listened to the song, We Made It, and I think Sketchy's genre of music is always kind of like refreshing, because it's giving me that dance vibe, but it's also giving me that pop-ish vibes.
Exactly.
It's giving me something that Tozi would do, for example, and I genuinely rate the song. So I think out of this list, it's quite a good song to have it, and Sketchy, well done on the song, man. I think it's a really refreshing song compared to what we've been hearing all the time.
I feel like Sketchy Bongo deserves to be international, hey? Like the
He's
music
already in Dubai.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, Sketchy Bongo's music is like levels, bro.
What do you think is in Dubai? Probably because of his music. Yeah. Dubai, because I also heard one of our artists is traveling to Dubai. Robert Boy, what's in Dubai?
What is in Dubai? I saw.
What's going on? Habibi.
In Dubai.
Habibi, Robert times 3.
In Dubai.
We need to know. But anyway, fair again.
I want to also talk about this song. I think it's been making waves on TikTok. Kilimanjaro. And I think this song became popular because of the dance moves, right?
But then isn't that what's happening most of the time in South Africa, dog?
So here's the thing, ne? I want us to discuss this. Do you think that if you have someone like Mr. JazziQ helping you on the song, because that's what I was saying, I mentioned earlier on that on the actual credits, right? I didn't see JazziQ. I saw him only on the name of the title, but on the credits, there's no JazziQ.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, what's going on with the credits and the titling of the song? That one.
I wouldn't know, but I think if I were to speak as a normal citizen, I would say that we know how these things start. You know, sometimes you might have a hit, and then it does waves online, and then somebody who knows how to get you in the right channels comes through and says, yo, this can be possible if I'm also a contributor. But in this situation, I wouldn't say he contributed or not into the song, but I'm saying in most cases, these I would say upcoming artists who are trying to find their thing, they somehow become lucky, and then their music pops on TikTok, and that's where, if a big song doesn't start on TikTok, guys, it's a wonder. But if your song starts there, you have potential for people to actually have influence in making the song go bigger. So I don't know. I don't even know who sings this Younger Meister song, or Kilimanjaro song, or Mount Everest, but I know it's the song where people do.
You know what we need to be on the lookout for, ne? The gents are called Sketchy Disciples. I don't know if you see what Mr. JazziQ did there. Sketchy Disciples. From
Oh, I see. Are they under him?
Yes.
That's nice, Jazzy.
I saw most of the other
why? I don't know. It's alright, man.
Yo, so we must be on the lookout for Sketchy Disciples. I don't know what they have in store for us for future music, but I think the music is quite good.
As long as these young talents are not going to be exploited, I'm happy. As long as the future of our industry is safe.
What do you think about Tell Us You featuring Khanyisa and Tunelo?
Ngimoja.
And Tyron, yeah.
I mean, obviously, Tyler SCU, I think, is goated in his own right. And Khanyisa, as a female, she's doing nothing but the greatest. And I'm not saying also as a female just to say she's not a musician, she's a female musician. I'm just saying she's doing the most for Black Queens. Exactly. They just start there first, but I know she's a musician first. And the strides she's taking, man. The features, the songs, I mean, everything she touches somehow seems to turn to gold-ish. And I know she's got a long career in the game, so I kind of like her contribution because I'm going to go TikTok.
Yeah.
So yeah, big shout out to that. It's a nice song.
It's a nice song. I love on how the song is structured, and you know one thing about me, né? I move with the season when it comes to music, and we're going into this. Not so much amapiano, but also integrating soulful house. It's like combining amapiano and soulful house, and then giving this mixture of song that you can actually listen to without like being a groove. Song that you can. We
mentioned this last week, which people just need to make music that has meaning to it.
Exactly.
Music that gives you a certain feeling. So it's nice that we're moving towards that vibe, not just because I mean, I don't even know a single lyric for that song Kilimanjaro. All I know is that dance move. That's what I'm saying. Like guys.
When I listened to the song, right, and I think there was a verse that I found nice there. There's someone who's featuring there. I'm not sure if was it a female vocalist or something like that, but it sounded so nice.
We Kilimanjaro.
Yeah,
there was Pcee.
Is Pcee a female? Guys,
I mean, yeah.
These are new. That thing, I haven't listened to the actual song. Well, I have listened to the song, but before I listened to the actual song, I was hearing it on TikTok. When I listened to the whole song, I actually liked it.
It's not a bad song.
Yeah, it's quite a good song. It's just a bit messy though. You know I'm piano.
I don't know what to do with this guy.
Alright, so
we also have Pcee Banda.
Pcee, aka the one that you love.
Of course. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Like this month, this should be an AKA year. I'd like change the month of February and call it AKA.
Yeah, I think you
know, you owe us. It's the least you could do. The influence from the government, something. Yeah.
Let me tell you something for me, ne? I know we've got all the songs that we need to go into, but I'm gonna go right ahead and choose my song of the week, ne? And I think it sold it for me, aka Company. You know what he said, ne?
Tell me.
And this like went so deep. I was driving to Pretoria when I listened to the I listened to the song, right? And he says RIP to DJ Somebody in the song, and it was like a dedication to DJ Somebody.
That's actually quite. And
I'm like, flip.
If only you knew.
Only if you knew that. Yo, that hit deep, and then it was like, this guy respects the musician.
Then on the other side of it, they are keeping each other company. It's not too soon. It's not too soon. It's literally they're in the same company. Yeah, and I know Rick, TJ somebody, and all the people we've lost. So, playing wordplay on the title of the song. It's actually quite dope. I didn't actually pick that up, dog. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did, and I was like, flip. This guy is going in, and as much as he's talking about one of the girls, the options of the girl.
Always, stock is the reason why we write music.
But you
I'm
could
sorry
hear.
Stop. I'm sensitive. I'm going to stop. I apologize in advance. But anyway, my favorite song for the week would definitely be Run by Loyiso. The reason for that is because I'm a softie on the inside, and his vocals just draw me in, and I'm loving what he's doing with this upcoming project he's working on, Seasons. So I'm happy with that. So I think I'll keep it there. Obviously, I would say Accompany is my favorite song for the week, but I think also to give a big shout out to Loyiso. He's been busy with some big names in studio.
Internationally so.
He's been busy with some big names. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, correct me guys in the comments if I'm wrong, but I know that he performed at, I think it was some celebrity's birthday party. It's either someone who was big, but it was their child.
Yeah, I remember that chat. I just can't figure out, but it was a big person.
It was a big person who shined to Zakwana. So a big shout out to Loyiso. I'm looking forward to the full drop because Usina man one. Like Usina isn't going one every after COVID.
And I suffer from COVID.
Nah man. So I think we're okay there, right? Song of the week.
I've got it.
Guys, please make sure that you check out all these songs on all your digital streaming platforms. And
yeah, please do let us know, guys, in the comment section which one is your song of the week. Cool. With that said, let's move into the album of the week.
Flip the page.
So on the album of the week, we've got 2 albums that came out, right? And number 1
from last week, we spoke about so many last week.
Last week, yeah, sure, but now
there's more people
this week, I'm counting only the ones that came out this week and the one that came out before we actually shot the episode. So that is Donald. That's the one that came out immediately after we dropped the first episode.
Our Donald.
Yeah,
the
one.
Our Donald.
Imagine what's the name of the track? The album. The name of the album. What he Tiki? You need Tiki.
Isn't T-I-K?
T-I-K-I. Yes.
Oh, Tiki.
Tiki.
Oh, okay. Wait, I mean, there's probably a meaning to that. We'll let you guys know next week what exactly Tiki means.
Exactly. Number 2, Khumalo.
Tiki, yeah.
That's what you did. Number 2, Khumalo, and she's coming with
Khumalo.
Listen, from a god to a king. You know what's the album cover? She's a mermaid in the water. I mean, she's flying.
Who's Alan? Kings of Joburg. Who's Alan?
Yeah.
It's giving you that vibe.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
Yeah, let me check it out. Yeah, I've got my phone right here.
I think it's like a gospel album. That's what she was trying to go for. And I was like,
from a king to a god, or from a god to a king.
From a god to a king.
But how do you go from that? Because you should go. Everything leads up to godly, isn't it? Unless
that was an interesting title.
Okay,
I think one day we should just invite her over, just so that she can explain the album.
I've been reading rumors online. Obviously, how? You guys take me seriously all the time. Come on.
So yeah,
that's young exposure, but I feel.
The album was quite good. Man.
Yeah. How many songs are in the album? Did she release the whole album, or
she released the whole album? I'm not sure how many songs are there, but I was like, for this album, I don't think. For me, I couldn't listen to the whole. Yeah, that's the one.
I want to see the cover. Show me.
Here's the cover.
Yeah, let me see. Give me Aquaman Mara. Was it river like
Kings of Joburg Women Edition. Kings of Joburg Women's Edition, Baba.
Yeah, I know, from a god to a king. I don't understand though. I don't understand the title, but maybe I will understand it because I think that thing can only work because you can. The highest ranking in life is God, to be honest. If I'm not even lying, unless maybe Nyakani. Because how do you go from God to a king? Are you downgrading?
I think you'd have to listen to the song to actually understand what she's meaning, right?
I'm not judging.
And it's not even like a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's just the way she chose to phrase it. It's not how we understand it, but also at the same time, like to understand that God is a king at the end of the day. That's what she was trying to proclaim. She was not trying to like defy the whole thing. She was just trying to explain that actually take your God as a king. So don't take him just as an idolism thing. Make sure that he's your king, that you submit unto him. So she went in and she's featuring Ngimoja on most of the tracks. It's like a 7-track album. So it's quite a good one. It's quite a good one.
Man. Album number EP, because you guys said what makes an EP from an album is the amount of songs that are there, but also
after 6 is an album, right?
Yeah.
Are we
You know, I saw a post on my way here. Peltis made a post. She said when she had a conversation with AKA, she was congratulations. She was saying something about I've bought all your albums, and then AKA responded at the time and he said, but I've only released one. So which means everything else has been an EP. But anyway, okay, Khumalo, it's nice to have you back in the scene because I feel like we've been yearning for that Afro pop R&B vibe as Mzansi. Because guys, sibulawa iskita, sibulawa irekere, sibulawa ipakadi.
Yeah.
We can't even jewel. You can't even like sit down, cry, be emotional, nothing. But Siyabonga Khumalo, I can't wait to see what the album does. I can't wait what it does on the charts. So yeah, congrats to you. Kudos, guys.
With that said, now we're coming from Valentine's month, and I think that's why everyone wanted to release on this phase. Our Khumalo, about
Donald, we didn't even touch on Donald.
Tiki.
Yeah, so he released the whole project as well.
Yeah, he released the whole project. It was quite an interesting one.
Do you guys think in the comment section that Donald is our Chris Brown? Like, let me know in the comment section. Definitely want to know because
I love this one to the comment section.
Yeah, I know he's very consistent in his genre, and I haven't heard him in a piano song, so which means he's done for the music he's been giving us, and also Donald keep doing the most.
But see you. So here's the thing as well, ne? Going back to the whole thing that. Well, how do you define an EP to an album? He says it's an album, but I think it's an EP because it's got 5 songs in it. That one. And it's not featuring anyone besides Dr. Murute and DC. It's like only 3 people in it. So it was quite an interesting listen as well. It was like, okay. I think we can give you another chance to do another album. Then we can.
Do you think you should have called it an EP?
Yeah, that is an EP. I don't think that is a full project.
Can I also ask, because I mean, I feel like when I did my first ever project, I was very, very much concerned about whether the EP is rushed or not. But sometimes there are certain things that you need to do to get stuff done. So the music business, from my understanding, it's not just as simple as the longer we make it, the nicer it is, or the faster you release it, the more trashy it is. I genuinely don't believe in that concept. I believe like sometimes there's things that influence dropping music. So maybe there's a reason why I decided to call it an album and why there's 5 songs. But we'll definitely give you a listen, and I'll personally rate it because I haven't had time to listen to his whole album, but I've heard the single he's been pushing on the socials. So big congratulations to you, Donald, man. We see you, my man. We see you. So those are 2 albums that dropped.
Yeah. So for me, I don't think when it comes to albums of the week, I'll put any of them on.
Yeah,
I'll choose.
So you're just gonna be in the middle. So
yeah,
I wanna give the albums a chance because I'm not comparing both of them, but I think it'll be better if I give you the insights once I've listened to the full project. So first thing on chapter 3, on verse 3, Masbuya. I'm going to show what rate. Oh, by the way, Donald. That's the Donald. He number 4. But if obviously I've got great remarks about the song, I'll definitely let you guys know what I think. But also do let us know if you have listened to it. We would like to hear from you guys. Ungasabi, commentani. We want to have our own community. And while we're there, don't forget to submit your music under the comment section, or you just want to click a link there. He knows which link.
And there's a tata corner.
Also,
Pagati inside.
One time.
It's into your colleague, man.
Eeping.
The fifth your colleague, man.
Eeping.
What makes pity jokes? What makes pity jokes, man?
Kanjani, bro. Sister, Kanjani, bro. Let's keep up. I know. Take everything in life.
So now, okay, cool. So since we're not choosing the album of the week, let's go on to music video of the week. So on music of the week,
Madjozi dropped. Did she drop? Let's go.
So here's the tricky thing. She dropped also just closer to when we released the episode, so it falls also under the category of this week.
Yeah.
We've got Madjozi obviously with Chale, number 1. Number 2, we've got Inkabi Nation, All You Need to Know.
Yeah.
Oh, All I Need to Know.
All I Need to Know.
Yeah. And then number 2, Your Maps, Your Maps.
Oh. Yo,
yeah, it's quite a cool one. Yeah, it's got a lot of streams. I checked him out on Spotify. It's quite a cool one. Okay. Your Maps. Oh, feature Berita. I think that's what like made me listen to the music video even. Yeah, and then it's called Fatima, and then DJ Maphorisa and Soa Matrix. Who knows Soa Matrix?
Dude, anyone who goes with DJ Maphorisa, find out who notepad. That guy rolls with everyone. You just don't know who's who. Might be some fun guy, some guy is named Escom load cheating. You just never know. You just find all types of people walking around him, but I'm definitely sure that the only people who's gonna bring us is talented people. So there's music videos from them. I've only watched so much Madjozi's one, so I can only speak on that one. And I think, like I said, based on what I said on the song, the song is fresh. I like the song that is fresh. It's giving us show, it's colorful, and also the visuals did the same thing for me. They just gave me life.
You know, one thing about Show Madjozi, like the colorfulness of it, like I think the yellow boneness of Show Madjozi sometimes it drops off on the camera.
Just yesterday you were telling me you're not into yellow bones. This guy,
I'm just saying, Guti, it rubs off well on camera.
I feel it. So which means that to camera friendly.
Yeah. So I think also we need to understand Inkabi Nation is it Big Zulu's company? What's going on in Inkabi Nation?
It's a label.
It's a label, but Big Zulu's label.
Yeah, I mean that's the vibe I'm getting from it.
Inkabi Nation, because they've got like they've been releasing some few music, and then I've been checking out their.
Or maybe Inkabi Nation is them as a collective, but I'm just gonna assume it's the label. And we forgot to mention this. Okay, we didn't forget, but I'm gonna mention it. I feel like Ungowami is doing the most under the label. She's putting Inkabi Nation
on top.
Yeah, and also the momentum, because even the visual they shot for that song, it's quite good. It's quite storyline is straight to the point. So what's this now?
No, I'm just saying.
What happened?
Hey, Baba.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I think Inkabi Nation is doing the most, and as much as you guys give us visuals, we can always understand what the music is about, because not everyone is Zulu. So for those who don't understand this is Zulu, they can look at the music video and be like, oh, this is what okay, I understand, man. So big shout out to you, Nkula. I see you again.
So here's something very interesting, when it comes to the music videos, right? And when I look at it, there was your maps that caught my attention, featuring Berita. I think when it comes to this is something I can tell you for free. The cameras are not like high quality that much, but the person who shot that music video made the most out of it. Yeah, like they made the most out of the storyline. Yeah, man. Ooh, that's why I was like, your maps gave like a proper acting like skills there, and it caught very well. I was like, okay, cool. This is something I haven't seen in a while.
Was it a performance type of music video or a storytelling one?
Video where now,
or they're just lip syncing, they just to the song and out. Because I mean, I'm a video fan. There's a dance music video. There's a music video where the storytelling. There's one where just they lip syncing the whole time. Not the Backstreet Boys.
Speaking
of those guys, they try to do a tour in SA. Serious? You're gonna mention it another time, but yeah. It's already confirmed. It's already out there, but yeah.
Damn.
Mbatala, guys.
We must go.
Mbatala.
I'm not sure. Spoiler no Kevin Hart.
Let's have Cat Dodger. Bring someone like that here. I mean, we had Kevin Hart. Thank you for visiting us, Donham. I'm judging you guys for that Trevor Noah situation you're doing there. What Trevor?
What moves are those?
Trevor was doing
the Mama can do better.
That didn't look like a Kwarakwara.
That looked like a Kwarakwara.
I saw a man doing this. I mean, I'm like, why
Mr. Bones? Yes, Mr. Bones. Yeah, he feels like he was auditioning for Mr. Bones.
Trevor, do us a favor. There are more simpler moves that don't involve legs.
Yeah. That's all you had to do. But also, anyway, let's move on.
It doesn't put me on.
I wanted to say on the music video, right? It's quite an interesting story because it takes place in Alex, where this person started off in Alex, and then they go back, and like 15 years later with the person, and then Mabuyele back at Alex. They're living in Zan'Ten, now they're moving back to the hood. And obviously, that's what most of the time happens, is that you start off in your township, and then you move to the cities, and then you want to go flourish with your own cars, and then it's like a very intriguing storyline.
I mean, it's relatable, and it's
exactly. That's what makes a music video for me.
Can I also just encourage music directors, creatives, which guys give us your creativity. If you want to shoot a music video inside a shark's mouth, do that.
With what budget?
What do you mean what budget?
I mean, I was saying
these people go to Conquer and a table is 1,500.
Baba,
the time you're a student.
A music video is 100,000. Which music video? Hey, Baba, go to films. Baba, Chale, often 100,000, Baba, up front. Oh. Yeah.
100.
About 100,000.
Imagine I've never even made 100K from that song, and I'm already paying. But you understand that?
Yeah,
you have to pay for quality.
I think that's the thing. If you've seen Ufocalistic and
Our Pori.
the way they put in like effort to the music videos, that's why you have a music video going all the way to 1 million. So imagine already you're making money from the proceedings from YouTube alone.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's worth investing in.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So artists invest. Don't do the shark idea. Just start small. You
Have
know?
insurance.
There's like chickens around the house,
Yeah.
like goats, cats. Start there.
So with that said, for me, I think Inkabi Nation goes on top for me. No. Let me change that.
Uzoti Chale.
Chale.
Uzoti Chale.
Chale.
And guys,
Away.
I promise you, this decision has nothing to do with someone being yellow. I promise you, there's zilch reason. Zilch. I'm gonna give it.
So Madjozi is the one.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna give it to Show as well because
shout out to you.
Yeah, and it's personal preference. Like Mangiti, we are choosing this one. We're not saying us as a community.
Yeah.
Just saying me.
It's a
I'm the one
personal
picking
choice.
this one. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's where it's at.
All right,
So
cool.
Shout out to you, Show Madjozi.
Shout out to that.
Yeah, we see you.
So since we're mentioning all those great artists who are releasing, I want to ask you now.
But
But why force people to do that though?
yeah, like also I could die.
I'm not awarding me so that I can like appreciate.
Like
what
I
I've
could
done
die.
already.
I need 100,000 to make a music video for the song, which you guys are making me win for. It
Will I
needs a
be still
video.
relevant at that time? But also, it's like it will be a good thing to invest for artists, right? But also at the same time, not everyone is on the same level. Imagine now, for me as an upcoming artist, I make a hit song. I don't know how to manage my finances as well, and then I get to win this amount of money. You know what's the problem I have, with artists is that we have all these great artists and then they fall down. Yeah, not to be on a bad name, like I really love Zahara's music, but right now
Who is
I
she?
have.
Zara mfethu inkinga.
Exactly.
And
And
nangazi into engizibona online ukuthi mhlawumbe ngathi kunenkinga, but I know she'll come back strong.
exactly.
I
So
hope so.
we all have to now donate funds to people's accounts on
Yeah.
Twitter, and then it's like maybe it will be a good thing.
I think it's a nice trend for our SA celebs to be throwing out.
Yeah, but that money is too little. We can.
What do you mean? Someone put a McLaren with our money? But via Orlando. No, but I don't know what's going on, man. I think it's because people blow the money because thinking they're gonna be in this position for the rest of their lives.
True.
Financial advisors, this is a chance for you to go fund business. Soccer players, influencers,
They're not interested.
musicians.
Trust me. Musicians, all they care about is buying bottles at clubs. This is like a common thing, and I've seen it so many times. People go to clubs to buy alcohol. They never even think about what's the financial sustainability of music. I've seen a lot of people, That's why I was so excited when I heard that Kabza the Small was actually the one operating sound at Giant Stadium on that DJ Maphorisa's event.
Damn.
People need to invest. Like the moment you see artists investing on different properties and all those things, that's how we should be going.
Yeah.
Imagine now, on how Rihanna was able to survive for 7 years. Imagine, without an album.
But Rihanna's got it, guys. With Fenty,
Eish.
Rihanna's, what you are mentioning is the same thing. You must
investment.
have your eggs in different
Exactly.
baskets and so on.
Exactly.
And guys, you can't make a career out of MCing, right?
Uh-huh.
Because this is honestly, young people, it could be only a phase, but you need to be equipping yourself with other skills so that you don't die down as a person. Same as influencers and creators. You can't just think going viral is what's gonna make you money. Have your eggs in different baskets so that you don't starve, so that over time you can have sustainability in the game. I mean, we've had amazing people. We've heard Bakipingo Mewan, Gigi, Abasek, and so on. And use that money to pay your legal fees.
Exactly.
Because
tax. Don't forget about tax, man.
Because no one is gonna have your back. No one is gonna have your back than your legal team. Because if your record label is trying to tribula you, the label can sort you out with that. So if you don't have the money for such things, or just guys, save as musicians. Just learn how to save, please.
We really need to do that. So now I want to go to the controversial side of the Metrofm Awards, right? And I want to quote a tweet. This is from 2017, this is from Ricky when he was still alive, and he said, "Stop playing with the people. We're not stupid." This was exactly in the peak of the Metrofm Awards. Do you really think it's worth it to apply for these awards?
I genuinely think, guys, for my journey of trying to be in a position where music is what's gonna, feed me or put food on my table, first of all, any other music radio station about still hey, submit your music here. That number one never works. Dude, how many artists do you think submit their music to all the stations that we know? Plenty.
And don't you just go and submit and then they play your music?
The thing is, it's always this gatekeeper thing. That who deserves to be in this position? Because money runs the world, doesn't it? So at the end of the day, guys, it's sad because we don't get to see talent. Like, guys, are we so small as a music industry in South Africa that we don't think people can fit in the same bus? I think we can have enough. If you suck, you suck. Because sometimes, like, the other lady won Song of the Year with Ukhozi FM. From where? It's not fair to the people who actually made good music at the time when the music was being made. So same with these awards. I mean, I had a different conversation at the Summers as well. Because I feel like Kabza should have at least walked away with over 5. Especially Song of the Year. I mean, coming back from Abalele, coming back from Asibe Happy. None of those songs won in their categories. It was just a bit confusing to me. So it makes me question, how real these awards are, and is it viewers' choice or is it boardroom chat kind of choice?
It's boardroom chat. That I can tell you for free.
Yeah.
But also now, remember, even KA was known for not submitting. Like after he lost, after the album, his first album, he was like, nah, I'm never gonna submit music. And then also the same thing. I'm not sure if Casper is entering this year, okay? But I think, you know what, man? People are losing the value of what we can get out of the Metrofm Awards. Because the thing is, Metrofm Awards, imagine the Grammys. We woke up to watch the Grammy Awards. Imagine.
Because the awards still have that credibility.
Exactly.
I see what you
So,
mean.
Tina, when it comes to the Metrofm Awards, all we know is that we're going to go to Twitter. The first thing that we're always going to bash out is sound. You know, I'm told engineers of awards.
And let's not talk about.
You know, I still say, I'm the first time to go in with Mike, it's gone.
I still say that in any television production, Idol South Africa still has the best sound forever. Like, you can never go wrong with it. The sound there, the Summers guys last year, and I was the one. I was even announcing an award or two, but the envelopes, guys, Yung ganang esakara, kung balik hetra lang, yung smelt. Cool. No, but honestly, I think credibility. But it's been 2 years, right? So I'm sure they've had time to think about it. There's something exciting, but I also love the side of honoring musicians for the work that they put in, because obviously, if these stations are playing your music, so yeah. But I think, guys, in terms of credibility, in SA we are trusting more on international awards, the Emmys, the Grammys, the what, instead of trusting our own awards. So let it just be a fair and square thing, because it can't be a numbers thing, because KO got robbed for Song of the Year, even though his Sete was the biggest song, but then also, you know, numbers don't lie, and also you can buy numbers. So she's confused as a country. She's confused.
Which what happened?
And confuse us. Confused, it's confused. How?
So the thing is, also, I know that, for example, since the Metrofm are going to Mpumalanga, maybe they might have like a different stereotype into it. And I like that, you know, about King Munada, ne? Those guys have been producing music. I'd like to see them on the nominations as well.
Isn't Munada not been nominated for anything?
No, but that's the thing. I haven't seen him win awards. Not Metrofm, not your Summers.
Yeah, actually, I feel like wherever Munada is his own planet. Because the guy can release gold in a day.
Exactly.
He can make gold in a day. The guy is talented. And we see you.
So hopefully this year's awards are going to be great, and let's hope that we can revive the spirit of awards so that we can actually go into those things. You know, sometimes it's nice when we actually take this thing seriously, the red carpet, actually having the artists attend the awards. You don't want to get there. The nominees for Best Album Awards and the winner is nowhere to be
I'm sorry, guys, I'm just taking this award in lessons. The Summers. That's exactly what happened.
I hate when that happens.
I think also the Hip Hop Awards, the SA Hip Hop Awards. It's funny, it was SA Hip Hop Awards, but everyone on stage was a piano artist.
See?
I was just very confused.
What's going on?
Just oh, don't know. Pass! Hard pass. Please.
Yeah, no, so let's hope that these awards are going to be great. But yeah, that's all we have for this week.
Hey man, the time flies when you're having fun. And I feel like, guys, the only favorite part of my show is definitely listening to your music. So please make sure that we're giving you the platform for us to rate your music. So submit the music. Submit lang poster link.
You don't need to pay us. You don't need to pay us.
No one needs to pay anybody.
We don't need payola.
Please make sure, we want to know what talent, which artists are we going to look out for, and also suggest who you would want to join us lana stage I was on the stage, Lana a studio.
On your stage, Baba. This is your stage, Baba.
Young Just let us know, guys, who would you like for us to join us here now. And then also, please do let us know in your comment section what music did we miss out on, what artists we should check out. I know there's an artist I want to talk about next week. Her name is Seo. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. There's a song called Alchemy, but we'll talk about that next week. But yeah, without any further more to do, Kamala mo Prince Wagatube, aka Upili Jokes in Pcee, my handsome co-host.
Bongani_RSA, the proudly South African guy and taker, believer of successful nation, and dreamer of banana Shiva Bade.
And this is NMV signing out. Papaini guys. Papaini guys. Hey, by the way, Papaini guys. Gotcha.